in the top 8, Cole.
And how very apt that of the top 4, it's the top 4. It's Vitality, BDS here, and then Gentle Mates, Carmine Corp, as you mentioned, Shogun. You couldn't have scripted it, except, oh wait, you absolutely could have scripted it. Blindingly obvious that these French-based teams are the best in Europe, and BDS, they consider themselves the best. They never won't. Monkey Moon at the heart of that already.
Yeah, Zen got caught in a really rough spot where that ball is bouncing right above you. Try and follow it around. We've all been there, we've all done that, and we've all got scored on in those sort of positions. BDS have taken an early lead.
You've got to stop comparing yourself to Zen, mate, because you do it all the time.
It's every... as you see, I'm Zen is literally, I would say, maybe one of the most said things in comms.
Well, let's see how Vitality's comms are. I mean, they'll be pretty happy. There was lots of banter, text-based going on ahead of this game between the players. A lot of it in French, so I didn't understand it. But it just goes to show that they're all feeling pretty relaxed, and it's easy to do so in the Swiss when you're 2-0 and you can afford to lose. But Zen's making touches like that, you can afford to lose, but you still don't want to be throwing away goals. BDS not quite punishing Vitality again, but they've certainly started off the hotter.
Yeah, Vitality have been red hot off stream so far. There was sort of 7-0 that they did in round number 1. They have not put a foot wrong in their matches leading up to this point, but now they're up against the money teams. They're up against the teams that they want to be beating to retain their world championship title. As Exotic, not going to get it too far, requires Monkey Moon's help. Monkey Moon very happy to deliver.
Monkey Moon, one of the pioneers of the ultra-aggressive rotation, where you don't want that back boost that's on your half. All you want to do is cut in, get involved in the play, and stop your opponents dribbling and passing the ball back down the other end of the field. And certainly he's continued to play that way throughout, and now here he is at the cusp, a world champion, not currently, because that was, of course, forfeited recently to his opponents today, led by Zen, the previous Wonder Kid, now a staple of the RLCS Shogun. And he just continues to play strongly. Even now they've had their big loss on land, Vitality remain one of the top tier teams.
Yeah, they're the team that would love to do what they did last year, just really come into their own in the second half of the season. What a save that is. Drali had to get for it. Through the smoke screen, he's on 0 boost, he does need some help. Unfortunately for him, Monkey Moon's the only one that's really got anything. He does pick up that 100. Zen playing for a little bit of time, too much of it though, and Drali has got his team some breathing room.
Yeah, it was a tad awkward there from both teams, the ball bouncing and faking each other out between the two of them, and they're the sort of moments where you think that Vitality, one of their star players, is just going to grab the ball, put it on their car and flick it goalwards. Not quite to be there, but the attack continues in the end. And did Monkey Moon get in his teammates' way?
No, I don't think they were getting to this either way. Monkey Moon's tried to jump Exotics. Up there.
Oh, I don't know.
Okay, second viewing, I'm not as convinced.
Yeah, Shogun the Monkey Moon fanboy saying, no way Monkey Moon was in the wrong, but I've got a feeling that the annals of history will call that one an own goal. But here is Monkey Moon again, faking out one.
That, to be honest.
Okay, I like that. I'm happy as long as someone gets an own goal, I don't mind.
I'll take it. There's my hopium. There's my copium, if anything. As we do go back out to Drali. Going to set the first-time shot.
Oh!
And what a first-time shot that is.
I'm not certain that Drali expected this one to go in. I thought he was just trying to, steal some boost from Vitality to follow up for a teammate. Oh, but there was the bump from Monkey Moon, and that's what sent the goal-bound shot actually into the back of the net.
Yeah, Radosin just has to jump so early, way earlier than he's comfortable with, especially with the boost totals that he had. Do have another kickoff play, though. Alpha barging Radosin out of the way. Gonna fake out the first one. Might turn this around. Can they get this ball midfield? So difficult to create plays, though, from that corner. Vitality are trying. At the very least, they can try and get as much boost as they can. As I love that from Zen. Realize Drali doesn't really have that much threat from that position, so you can just wait for the ball to come down.
Exotic fully aware that Zen was going to try and go for the bump rather than the ball, so just watched his young French opponent, jumped over him, and was able to send the ball all the way back down to the orange half, where Zen can have another bite of the cherry. He's got a pass into the center for Radosin. Well saved first time by Monkey Moon, and look at the follow-up from Drali. Still more danger, though. Zen, he gets it towards Radosin. Radosin shoots. Should be saved by Monkey Moon, and that is clean defending.
That was phenomenal from both squads. The pass didn't even require movement from the recipient, and it was still somehow stopped from going in. Of these teams playing at their best at the moment, but they need that little bit more if you are a Vitality fan. They're a goal down here. Exotic's not going to get it too far away. Monkey Moon will certainly help it on. Just cutting across the face of rotation. There's someone playing just from the blind spots of whoever's holding midfield.
It's funny that you're saying that they're playing at their best, and I agree, but because they're both playing so well, the match is actually fairly slow. You know, there's no speedy attacks. It's all very controlled and considered, and everyone is completely aware of what they're doing. It's leading to a really clean, beautiful match of Rocket League.
And when you say all of those words, a player pops to mind that is very happy with that style of game.
Does it begin with R?
Yeah. Very much does. As Radosin back to the midfield, Drali gets the drop down. This huge demo. And now Zen's going to try and chase up. Radosin looking for more bumps. Steals 100 boost. This is now in a good spot. Where's Alpha coming in from? Just shadowed well enough.
And here is the Chaos Man, though. The man who's going to want to break that clean gameplay by doing something. It may work out well, maybe an own goal. Who knows of Radosin? He's up already. Monkey Moon charges through, though. One of the fastest players to get up in the air in the entire game, even at this stand. And Exotic goes to the backboard. He's been getting more mechanical as this season's gone on. Really stepping up since his Carmine Corp days with regards to scoring wonder goals and being that star man, having no fear in Team BDS. But Radosin has none either, and he just forces his way through.
Right, well, I now need to see some POVs on this one because I don't know how he's made it through. Exotics, they're just too far forward. Both of them are covering the exact same thing. So that means you put the ball higher, it's into the net. That is a cheap goal to give away.
But it's Radosin that gets it as well. He was the one that broke through that previously so solid Team BDS defense, but we're not quite in overtime yet. 12 seconds, and Team Vitality having to make sure they don't give anything away here. Exotic's trying to come in. Zen is able to get it high. In comes Monkey Moon. Dryly gets the 100. Can a BDS player get on the end of this one? It's not looking likely. It does seem, and we will be going to overtime.
Big opportunity for both these teams. I feel like whenever we get these squads playing against each other, these orgs especially, the series don't actually tend to be that close. One team tends to just have the number of the other. Will it be the same case this time around? How important is this first game going to be? So we see a big challenge. Alpha's going to leave it. Look for some bumps, look for some demos. Can't find anything, but it's Exotic loitering in the back of the goal, exactly where he's needed.
BDS have been doing that throughout this entire first game, stacking up defensively when Vitality are coming forwards, not just leaving it to one player, having that guy just behind to follow on. But now we do have Exotic isolated. It's over the top. Alpha doesn't quite score. Radosin does, and it is 1-0 Vitality.
I got to watch this one from the Exotic's POV, and I don't think I've seen a more hopeless situation. You've got every single player for Vitality hunting you down. There is not a good option there for him. Just left in the 1v3, you are not going to come out on top.
I can't remember what it was, but there's a famous say is that they're definitely better on LAN than they are online. So even if they trip over the finish line and make the London Major, by no means should you write Gentlemates out next time around.
I felt very pointed towards me there, Cole. Okay, I got it wrong every single time. Monkey Moon's
We've all been there.
Here. He has dumbfounded all of them, and it's off Drali putting some pressure on.
Yeah, loving that. Ending with a wave dash as well, just to get that final little chunk of pace on the ball to get it over the top of Zen. Monkey Moon's definitely looking very comfortable right now, and one thing he's really improved upon this season, I would say, is when BDS are struggling, not writing the series off, not completely, maybe tilting is too strong a word, but just not playing it 100% when things start to go the other way. It's a massive step up for him.
It's an unintentional loss backwards, but it did lead to a shot from Drali. He didn't get the power that he found in the last game. So the player goes down, and Drali's not going to be in a rush here. Just going to grab the 100 and get the challenge to go his way. And Monkey Moon had to get that one right because Zen was loitering behind him.
It's interesting you say Zen as well, because he's a player that's been kept fairly quiet so far for Team Vitality. BDS doing a really good job of just squeezing him whenever he has the ball, making sure that he's not having any clean touches, and charging down. This double stack defense that they've been employing has been effective against Zen in particular. Wow, pinches like that, they'll help down the other end as well, but here does come Zen. He's actually got a bit of time to slow the ball down, but look how quickly Monkey Moon is on him, and it falls to his teammate instead. Yeah,
and we already know Zen's not going to necessarily force that style of play. He's not one that's necessarily, tried to make it all about him. He is still more team-oriented than he is maybe mechanical in a bit of a way. So it does get a little bit easier just try and shut him down rather than him trying to force it all the time. You see more boost stolen. That might be a bit high for Drali. He does still recover it. Reset gain. Who dares challenge him? Absolutely no one. And there's nobody on the far side for him. And Drali would be a bit disappointed. Hey, guys, I've just done all this cool stuff. Nobody's helped me.
Here he is again, though. He's got to get this read correct. He does, but Zen, he was waiting. employing this team-based play style, which is certainly, you know, high up in his list of priorities at the moment, but his mechanics mode is not a bad second card to have up your sleeve if he needs it, as Alpha tries to get Zen, but Monkey Moon yet again charges it down. And BDS, for the most part, were comfortable in these situations in the first game. You know, until that final 20 seconds, they looked like they were going to be able to survive the Vitality onslaughts. And yet again, it claims to be. Monkey Moon has some time, tries to fake out Radosin, can't quite do it. Drali charges Monkey Moon. The bump against Radosin wasn't quite enough, and this time it's Vitality surviving.
Drali goes out wide. Zen getting harassed for his troubles, but still bouncing to a nice spot. Drali just takes over to Exotic, back to Drali, goes off the backboard.
Lovely.
That is unbelievable.
Quality attacking gameplay. Drali didn't have the most boost in the world. He didn't even need it. He picks up one pad, and between him and Exotic, that 12 extra boost is enough to put the nail in Vitality's coffin in that play.
My goodness, Radosin trying to follow that. His eyes would have gone 360 twice trying to follow that play. No way you are expecting him not to take that shot on target. All the damage was done. And as soon as it's off the backboard, all you have to do is put that on target and you are getting that goal. BDS, that's what they do at their best. They have, on occasion, been almost disaster artists in a bit of a way. When it goes wrong for this team, it goes very wrong. But the flip side is also true. When they get it right, they obliterate opponents.
Now here's Drali again, one of the players who's been most improved so far this season from his first open qualifier, looking understandably a little bit shaky, brought up to the big boy table. And now here he is, choosing to pass instead of shoot in that last play to let Exotic in for the final finish. It's decisions like that that are making him one of the most exciting young prospects in EU. And here he is now waiting on the backboard. Does he shoot or pass? This time he chooses to shoot, but also calling in Monkey Moon. It might not work out this time, and perhaps that was one overplay too many.
Yeah, that's a decision from Monkey Moon. He's decided to go for the launch, but if you're doing that, you have to win it, because the moment that ricochets off Zen's car, there is no chance either of his teammates are getting back. Might have just been better off playing for the 50, kill the ball off, and realize that that play was not going to work.
When you're playing against Team Vitality, one incorrect decision will leave you punished, but here's a chance for them to make up for it straight away, and there's the Moroccan, it's Drali.
Tell you what, Drali's not taking any prisoners today with his shots. One in game one was phenomenal. This is a rocket ship that no one is getting anywhere near. 3-1, and they can put that previous goal out of their minds.
It had to be as well, with two goalkeepers on the line, both of them charging towards the opposite post. Drali wasn't spooked, he still wanted to hit his spot. And he did it with an absolute aplomb. Here he is yet again, the man on tip-top form right now for Team BDS, Drali. Trying to intercept, to get the ball towards Monkey Moon. Here's Alpha, Monkey Moon charging it down, and that's where Monkey Moon's been most effective this series.
It's actually a nice spot here for Vitality. Drali's going to be very late back. But Monkey Moon has held the fort well. Now Exotic pops the ball up. There is a lot of respect coming up from Vitality for everything BDS are doing. And some of it does feel unwarranted at the moment in time. Just like they're expecting BDS to always be in the right place, always making the right play. You need to just put that pressure on a little bit more. Here comes Zen. That is a heck of a read that he's gone for. Drops down awkwardly. And it was still covered. Now it's scraped across. Radosin scrambles the ball across the line. One goal, less than 1 minute.
Even if he's not playing that uber-mechanical game, you cannot give Zen that much space on the ball. The angle that he conjured up was enough to get that attack going. And then between Alpha and Radosin, they were never going to miss. And suddenly, Shogun, 54 seconds, 1 goal, things get nervy.
And that is where BDS tend to make their mistakes, when it does get a little bit wild, especially on their goal line. They don't like it. So now Alpha off the demo. Monkey Moon holds midfield. Doesn't want to see that ball in his final third whatsoever. But up goes Zen. Very heavy first touch. Made Monkey Moon's life a little bit easier. He follows it afterwards. That is so much time burnt off the clock, and even more, they've got territory to create a shot.
Oh, but I'm overcommitted again, though. All three of them charging forwards, and that shot was far too central and low as well. You want to hit the backboard there. In comes Alpha. Couldn't get it past Drali. The brick wall this game. Exotic's got no boost. Up against Radosin. Still manages to charge him down. Monkey Moon underneath Zen. Has to get this read right. Up at the speed of light, as always, Monkey Moon. Exotic has to read Alpha. Zen's coming in, but the touch isn't the best. Monkey Moon can send it sideways.
Well,
Drali just not be done. Oh, my goodness. They made it as scary as possible. Take this one, it's the Swiss, that's where you can have upsets. But I think that even if they were to lose this series, it's not been a bad call. By any means, this one is a 50-50 right now as we go into game 3.
it has been the vibe throughout the entirety of the season to me, where BDS are maybe just one open qualifier win away from being an absolute monster, just getting past that hurdle. They've had so many great results on their doorstep, almost living KC, almost being the first team to do that, and first team to take Ferrer's record, which has now been broken by Gentlemates. And then they got reverse swept. There's been so many times where just don't watch this house of cards fall over and you're in the money. And it has happened way too often, and it has become a bit of a monkey on their back, so to speak, as we do go off the backboards. BDS, is this the tournament where they get across the line?
They'd love it to be as well, especially going out to G2, the team that everyone was expecting them to be, Monkey Moon v G2, he's been in their nightmares, blah, blah, blah. Then you go out to them, you look at that as a missed opportunity. And I'm believing that Team BDS will have used that to fuel themselves going in to this second major.
I think that is the perfect phrase for it as well. This has been a team of missed opportunity. They should be much more accomplished as a roster than they currently are. All right, yeah, good luck defending that one, Monkey Moon. You're out of boost. You've got Redosin sat behind you, and you have a ball in the worst possible position to play against.
Oh, that touch as well was not ideal from the Team BDS man. What I liked as well was Redosin, as he was rotating out, he went for a swipe on Monkey Moon, made him jump, just made him lose his momentum and waste some boost, and then he spins right back around to get back on the play. So excellent attacking play, beautiful first man play from Redosin.
Monkey Moon's now in. Been holding the third man for quite a while. Double commit. Monkey Moon has recovered it. Zero Boost just going to try and shadow it on its way down. BDS are stuck in a position that they don't enjoy very typically. Drali has got himself a little bit of room. So Monkey Moon, power shot, not trying for the goal there, but look at the time and space that's now got his team. Trying to just steal what they can, and now that one. Well, I didn't think that was going to go in, but Exotic thought otherwise.
Yeah, I'm just trying to see what happened to Zen here. Was he bumped or was it just a misread? It seems that he went into the air. Oh, he was bumped by Drali yet again. Drali being an absolute pest. He's the one for Team BDS that is standing out beyond all others as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, Drali's been very efficient with his offensive motion so far, as Redosin against Drali. Low challenge. Zen's going to try and cut across. Doesn't have the boost to really make much of it, though. As Exotic didn't get contact. Drali backboard. He doesn't want to launch over. Zen and still another 100, so BDS got to make what Exotic's got work. It's in the background, Monkey Moon and Zen having a bit of a fight over there. Alpha from the ceiling, and Monkey Moon played the ball rather than the player.
And charging down Zen as fast as possible as well, not letting him get these solo plays going. Drali wave dashing his way back towards the orange goal. A bit of control right now for blue, but it does fall for Zen, who uses all his boost and can't quite manage the pinch that he was attempting. Alpha's there, steals 100. What could that mean? Suddenly Team Vitality can keep this attack going, but Exotic sends it down the other end using all 100 boost. Drali's coming in, Zen up against him. Monkey Moon sends it sideways. I'm just waiting for some sustained BDS pressure, Shogun. It's coming back at them way too quick at the moment as far as they're concerned.
Yeah, Vitality will be very happy with the way the match is going, but not how they're necessarily playing it. They've not had the outplays. This is now the bit of a scramble. Monkey Moon just going to slow it up. Dare someone to come and challenge him. Alpha has done exactly that, and Exotic's had to use so much boost just to get back into position. And I don't think he got that 100 either. Drali pops it out. Monkey Moon to himself off the wall. Vitality hold all the cards.
Where's the boost?
They still can't get it over the line.
No one had any boost. I was looking at the indicators. Thank you for those, by the way, Slyonox, the entire time, and everyone was on about 2%. Everyone was just completely stranded and straddled, desperately trying to either keep the play going or let it die in Team BDS's case. As it stands, it's back down the other end. Monkey Moon puts it in the center for Drali, but here comes Redosin up against Exotic, and I think BDS will be much happier it's 1-1 than Vitality.
Yeah, I mean, Monkey Moon scrambled to the orange side of the field just to see if he could get 100 boost pads. Didn't find it, did find the pass, and now double commit! You've got to play for where that can go. It was a jump and hope. Now the breakaway. Redosin looking for Monkey Moon, still can't get him. It is not the first time Vitality have had the breakaway chance. They're looking for demos on the third man, and they just can't find them.
Are we playing a new game mode with no boost pills or something? Because seriously, these players are all so starved, so desperate. I said at the start of this series it was almost slow because they were playing so cleanly. Now it's the complete opposite. It is rip-roaring, it is frantic, it is desperate. Not the cleanest game of Rocket League, but my goodness, it's entertaining. And if BDS can score the next goal, will Vitality's heads drop?
Just felt like every single player here was playing for BDS's back 100s, and nothing else really existed. Zen does clear. Exotic's got to turn in on himself. Had Drali moving in as well. But actually, that has caused enough chaos. Exotic backboard. Zen gets there. Doesn't get bumped. Now the pass on from Redosin. Drops down. Alpha doesn't have the boost to really outplay anyone here. They're just scrambling around, and there's a slight misread off the wall. BDS hold on yet again.
And watch Exotic, no boost, happy to charge forward. BDS sticking to this play style. No fear, even when they're lacking boost. Zen, though, he can make you fear. He can make you scared. Drali, though, doesn't bow down. Monkey Moon continues the job. 15 seconds left. Is overtime approaching?
Well, I was complaining earlier on about BDS's scramble defense in the back foot. That's all they've done this entire game. They've not had a choice. Redosin wants to go low challenge. Drali's having none of it. Takes the ball yet again. And it might be BDS at the final chance. Exotic waits midfield. Musty flick. Redosin should have that pretty comfortably. Wants to keep the ball alive. Zen's on the way to the opposite side of the field.
Surely not. This one's just about why Drali gets the pinch. Redosin opts to keep it up. Will he live to regret that? Exotic has a chance, but he's not quite got the finish, and overtime beckons.
Usually, I think that's a good idea, but Zen had 0 on the rotation back. They've got away with it, Vitality. So, we keep moving on. Next goal wins it. Next goal puts you on match point.
It's going to be a massive match point as well. This seems emotionally like such an important game in this series as Drali gets the perfect catch. A couple of Vitality players in the air to charge him down. Now it's Alpha's turn. Monkey Moon up against him. Drali does have boost, so does Exotic. If BDS can launch an attack here, they'll actually have the numbers to keep it going.
Exotic's going to try and play over the top of Alpha, actually, who does get the demo, had the momentum for it. Drali realizes he's not really got the options here, so instead plays for time. Gonna get those bumps, get the boost steal. He has got the far side one. So that does mean only one big pad is now available. Zen does claim it. As you see again, everyone's so low, but the across the face, and Monkey Moon has scored it from midfield.
Oh, just keep an eye on Drali here. The ball slowed down for a second. Monkey Moon charging forward, no boost again. Drali only had eyes for Zen. Swats him out the sky.
Time on the ball. We've had so much pressure. How have we not got a mechanical playoff yet that has caused a panic? It's not been there for them so far. They've looked for demos, they looked for hard hits, but at no point have they had the ball in a position where they've outplayed and got BDS to buy it again. Alpha has a jump and hope.
Yeah, but it was a good read though from Alpha. He had a feeling where that shot was going and he committed to it. Maybe the shot could have been higher, could have been, you know, more of a fake, but either way, Vitality living on fine lines right now, almost concede again there, but they remain at 0-0. Here comes Zen. He is the player they will be looking to, desperate for him to get those mechanics working.
Yeah, they've got the right ideas, but they need the magic as Drali against Zen. And Zen gets the clear, gets rid of it, and now Exotic has to half flip to keep himself in the play.
There's a big demo there from Zen now, so that should slow Team BDS down for a little while. Allow Team Vitality just to take a breath of fresh air. Redosin playing the cannonball roll in front of Alpha. As Exotic just lands in front of it, passes between Drali and Monkey Moon. That'll slow things down, so definitely the game just having a few minutes of calm.
Not too much longer though. Zen
seconds.
Yeah, Zen would have liked a little bit of time of not almost getting demoed, but BDS have not been too happy to provide, and now this gets awkward. Backboard. Alpha had it covered. Brilliant defense there from Vitality. Covered both the options. That, however, was not the pass that Zen would have been after. Now he gets a second chance at it. Does have the reset. Almost found the bumper. It's actually Exotic and Monkey Moon. Kind of gone each other's way. But these are the sort of positions I'm talking about. Usually, we expect Vitality in these kind of spots to just cause havoc every single time. They've now got that opportunity, and they had to score it.
A player who was born in the fires of chaos is the ideal man right now, Redosin, when all these players are scrappy, when there is low boost, and you need someone to be able to find that 1 degree of angle that can just give you the second touch. Redosin was one of the best ones for that. So I'm not surprised that when it fell for him, he was able to take control of the situation.
So BDS fans out there, be a little bit worried. If Vitality have got those plays clicking, they are going to be so dangerous now. Backboard, Redosin clears long, no nonsense clear. As Monkey Moon just taps, but it's straight to the path of Alpha. Can't get it past Monkey Moon. Monkey Moon's cuts of rotation have been sublime throughout this entire series. I don't think he's actually lost one of those races just yet.
This what Team BDS live and die on. If Monkey Moon is reading those well, then that's when they come up against teams like Vitality and make them struggle. What I would say is that this is the sort of series where Radosin earns his paycheck. This is why he's in the
having
team.
an argument with the
Monkey Moon!
He had an argument with the crossbar, and the crossbar tends to win those.
You did want to spot that. I did not see it at all. I thought he was chill.
He was chill, but it was breakdancing on the woodwork. That is not what you're after. It's always those things, isn't it? We've just finished complimenting him, and of course that was what was going to happen. Drali now up. Zen decides to try and follow him, so instead we're going to go back down. Exotic now in. Power shot, backboard. Exotic keeps the ball up. Alpha, can he get the backboard? Yes, he can. And Zen back to the midfield. That 100 did not spawn. So it should be a lot easier to get rid of. And it is.
Zen's going to send that one forward for now. Team Vitality trying to just set up another sustained period of pressure. Are they able to do so? That's good play yet again from Radosin. Exotic is almost bumped out the way by Radosin, a man you can never take your eye off, ever, for a split second, ever, if you're Team BDS. Monkey does a lovely little doink towards the goal. Good effort, son. Appreciate that. And he tries to take out Zen, but not quite able to, as Zen was buckarooing his wave dash. Drali comes forward with a perfect read. Zen flicks on, going for the psycho, doesn't quite get it! Oh no! Hero to 0 in a split second!
Okay, so we've got two things to really go over here. One,
so
I don't know,
close.
is that launched earlier on. The second man trying to take the shot, launched and dived for a ball that they were nowhere near, left Zen in the 2v1, and Zen in the 2v1 has completely overplayed it.
No, he's not. He's just unlucky, man. Don't talk as if Zen shouldn't have done that. He should do that every time, as should Exotic. It's Monkey Moon, and it's the turnaround for Team BDS, but I still do not blame Zen.
I'll let you have that, although I feel like as the BDS picker here, you might be, happier to sort of tear into it a little bit more.
Nah, Farah might disagree, but Zen should always go for those.
Just got the shout as well that we are the last game, which I assume that means, because I didn't get to see the end of it, that KC have taken down Gentlemates. So they will be the other team on the way through. It did look pretty comfortable for them in game 4.
Yeah, the Gentlemates are just land warriors. They can't beat them online. They'll just wait till it really matters.
If we have another online season, KC can't touch them. They'll obliterate everybody.
Look, do not manifest that in the world, because meanwhile, Team BDS, they're manifesting one heck of a victory right here. They've managed to just pull away from Team Vitality in the last 20 or so seconds. Shogun, do Vitality have anything left in the tank?
I think strategy-wise, yes. It just doesn't seem like the mechanics are all that hot today. They are incredibly easy at the moment from BDS to read, who have had no issues. I mean, you can see that Radosin's dived in. He can now be a passing option, but even he doesn't want to go for that. And it's just been one of those occasions where BDS have got all the reads correct. Radosin not going to get any further. Zen tries to find a pass. He does get it to his teammate. Heavy first touch, though, from Radosin. That midfield just belongs to the blue team at the moment, and it's going to require something big to change that fact.
Yeah, as long as BDS don't take too many risks, don't throw themselves in, 2 or 3 players when they do not need to, they'll be absolutely fine here. It just seems that they're closing the tap. The water's not coming out anymore. They're taking away any opportunity for Vitality to come back into this one. It's beautiful game management, this, from Team BDS.
Drali just cuts across, takes it away, gets a second dunk. Can he get a goal? That angle's not going to agree with him. Instead, and that was going to go in. But Drali feels like he deserves it. I feel like he deserves it.
I mean, I do like this from Exotic, though. Look at this, the perfect backflip. In 2016, that goal goes in your montage. That's all I'm saying.
I don't know. The Shogun 2024 montage might be pretty happy with that one.
I can't wait to see that one. Keep an eye out for that. But Team Vitality, they'll know it's over. It's done. It's dusted. Team BDS are going to be, I guess, your second team to qualify for tomorrow's playoffs. They make the quarterfinals. So far,